Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about the pronunciation of regular verbs in past, okay? So, let's check the next information. As you can see, all the verbs in past, all the regular ones, have two letters, letter E and D, but they have different sounds. They are not the same because they have different pronunciation, and you have to follow three different rules, okay? So let's check the first one. Rule number one, we pronounce the letter E, D just like a T. If the infinitive verb ends with a deaf sound. For example, letter P, K, CH, SH, S, F, X, T, and H. For example, we have the word stop. We have the last one with letter P. So it sounds stopped. Stopped. It's not correct to say stop it. The correct one is stopped. Also, here we have another word. For example, work. We have work, and the correct sound is worked. Not worked. It's incorrect. You have to say worked. Also, here we have watch. The correct one is watched. Watched. Wash, washed. Kiss, kissed. Sniff, sniffed. Mix, mixed. Okay? It's not correct to say worked, watched, washed, mixed. It is the incorrect form. You have to say just like a T. T, t. The correct pronunciation of the letter E and D. Okay? Let's see rule number two. Okay, rule number two. Here we have. We pronounce ED just like a D if the infinitive verb ends with B, G, Z, V, M, N, L, R, J, TH. Okay? You have to pronounce it just like a D. Okay? For example, here we have the word grab. It sounds grabbed, not grabbed. It's incorrect. Grabbed. Hug, hugged. Love, loved. Climb, climbed. Smooth, smoothed. Boost, boost. As you remember, you have to pronounce just like a just like the D, okay? You have to try to memorize all these letters before the ED, okay? In order to pronounce it in the correct form. Finally, here we have the third rule. Okay, the sound id. For example, we pronounce it ed just like a id, id, if the infinitive verb ends with t or d. Okay? If you have a word that ends with t before the ed, the correct pronunciation is id. For example, start, started. Hate, hated. Add, added. Decide, decided. Okay? It's not correct to say started or started in this case. It's correct to say started, not started. Okay? Hate, hate, hated instead of hated is incorrect. Added instead of added. Added. Or decided, not decided. It's incorrect, decided. Okay? So you have to be aware only for these two letters, T or D. Okay? So try to memorize what are the rules, and if you got it, you have a very easy way to say the correct pronunciation. Remember that if you have a good memory, you can memorize all the endings of the words, of the verbs in this case, okay? Because if you dominate these rules, you can do it very easy. when you are saying all the verbs in past, okay? So here we have different practice, so I am going to ask you to follow this video. If you don't understand or if you don't remember something, you can play it again, okay? Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day. Goodbye.